Alright, let's dive into this because it's a story that's got everyone talking. Tori Spelling's abrupt exit from the Beverly Hills 90210 Rewatch podcast. But here's the thing, this isn't just another celebrity drama. It's a fascinating look into how public figures navigate personal and professional boundaries, and personally, I think there's a lot more going on here than meets the eye. First off, what immediately stands out is Tori's decision to address her exit on Instagram Live with Brian Austin Green. Why not a formal statement? Why not a press release? In my opinion, this choice says a lot about her approach. She's opting for a more personal, conversational tone, which feels intentional. It's like she's trying to control the narrative before it spirals into speculation. And let's be real, in today's media landscape, that's a smart move. What many people don't realize is how much power a celebrity has when they speak directly to their audience. It's a way to humanize themselves and take the edge off the drama. Now, Tori's mention of needing time to assess and reflect is where things get really interesting. On the surface, it sounds like a polite way to step back, but if you take a step back and think about it, it's also a subtle way of saying, I'm not ready to air my dirty laundry. This raises a deeper question. What's really going on behind the scenes? Is it just about pursuing other projects, or is there more to it? I mean, Jenny Garth called the update sad but also said she's happy for Tori to choose herself. That's a loaded statement. It implies there's a personal element here, something beyond just professional differences. And then there's the rumor mill. One source says there's no falling out, while another claims Jenny's been completely unresponsive during Tori's tough times. Here's where it gets messy and fascinating. In my opinion, these conflicting narratives highlight how messy friendships can get, especially when they're played out in the public eye. What this really suggests is that even decades-long friendships can unravel under pressure, and when you're in the spotlight, every crack gets magnified. What makes this really interesting is how Tori's handling it. She's not throwing shade or pointing fingers. Instead, she's urging fans to keep supporting Jenny and Amy on the podcast. That's a classy move, but it's also strategic. By taking the high road, she's positioning herself as the bigger person, which is a smart PR play. But it also makes me wonder, is this genuinely her being gracious, or is it a calculated move to maintain her image? Personally, I think it's a bit of both, and that's what makes it so compelling. If you take a step back and think about it, this situation is a microcosm of a bigger trend in Hollywood. Celebrities are increasingly using social media to control their narratives, and Tori's approach here is a textbook example. She's not letting the media dictate the story, she's telling it herself. But what this really suggests is that even in 2023, the lines between personal and professional lives are still blurry, especially when you're a public figure. A detail I find fascinating is how Jenny and Tori's friendship has been a cornerstone of their public personas. They've been through so much together, from the original series to the revival and now this. It makes me wonder, can these kinds of friendships survive the pressures of fame and public scrutiny? In my opinion, it's a tough ask. When your life is a public spectacle, even the strongest bonds can fray. So, where does this leave us? Tori's exit from the podcast isn't just about a show, it's about the complexities of friendship, the pressures of fame, and the art of navigating public perception. Personally, I think this story is far from over. Whether Tori returns to the podcast or not, this moment will be a defining one in her public narrative. And as for Jenny, well, she's got her own story to tell. But one thing's for sure, this isn't just a celebrity drama, it's a human story, and that's what makes it so relatable. What do you guys think? Is Tori's exit just about pursuing new projects, or is there more to it? Let me know in the comments below. And if you take anything away from this, let it be this. In the world of Hollywood, nothing is ever as simple as it seems.